Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's International Men's Fashion Show. This is 2024, and this is the best you know in 2024 because, hey, we got to let 23 go because that whatever we did and we didn't do, that's what it is, and that's the way it's going to be. So all you can do is concentrate on your future and be the best you know in 2024 because that's all we can look forward to. That's all we can count on because 2023 is behind us. And what I'm saying by that is the haters you have that hated on you in 23, you have a brand new start as far as realizing, you understand me, that the haters you had last year, you don't want to have no more increase in new ones this year, but you will have it. Because the better you be, the more haters you're going to have. And that's just a part of life, so you have to realize that and respect that, you understand? And, I really got to appreciate the New Year's Eve me and my queen had. We were looking good, you understand me? We had on our furs on and we were foxed down, you understand me? Looking the best we can be, and that's the way we do it. You know what I mean? A lot of people appreciate it, but you always have a handful of haters that hate on you, but that's just the way it is when you stand out amongst the rest. When you stand out amongst the rest, one of the best, you're going to have that situation, and it's all right because I accept it. Because I know there's very few people can do it like we do it, because I've been doing it so long to do it wrong, you understand me? And anyone that steps up to the plate and do it with me, they're going to be the best they can be because it's going to be victory. And that's just how I do it, you understand? There's no other way about it, But what I mean by you got to be better this year than you were last year, be better in all aspects of your life, eat better, think better, do better, and be happier. You understand? You say, wow, last year I was great. You understand? No, you can be greater. You're supposed to be greater every day, every year, every month, you're supposed to be getting better each and every way. And that's my philosophy, to be better all the time. You know what I mean? You never want to stay the same. You want to always grow and be better than you were before, And as long as you do that, you understand me, you'll be happy. And happiness is what I call priceless. And money does not determine how much happiness you have. Because you can have more money or you can have less money, but you can always have more happiness. I've listened to people say they had so much love and happiness when they were poor than when they were rich, because when they were rich, they were lonely and they knew people didn't really love them for who they were. They loved them for what they had. And when they were young coming up and they didn't have nothing, they knew that love was real, you understand me? Because that was the time that people were the realest to them, because they didn't have the camouflage and the massage that they have when they started getting money, And I've had money, so that's why I identify and I know what they mean by that, And even now I look like money, you know what I mean? But I got the best of both worlds because I look like money, you know what I mean? But I don't have a lot of money. But I enjoy life to the fullest like I do have money, you know what I'm saying? Because I live first class, you know what I mean? And if you live your life like first class, you understand me, then you live in a first class life, you understand me? You be in the best self, second chance at a first class life. As I always said, you understand what I'm saying, 26 years ago. Going on 27, this year's will be 27. This year will be my 27th in June. I always count my sobriety on my birthday, because that's easier to keep track. And that's when I have 27 years, so and I'll be 72. So that's why I count this year coming up, 2024. But see right here, it's being consistent and being victorious, you understand me? And being the best you know in 2024. Because that's all we got coming, that's all we got going. All we have is what we have, and that's being the best we can be, in any means necessary. And like I say, you know what I mean? I have a lot of people that respect me, a lot of people that are a part of my league, and they're with me, they're on my team, and I respect them, and I feel good about being on their side, you know what I mean? And having them, in the winning circle, you understand me? Because they be around me and been staying on my team from day one, and that's good, that's beautiful, you understand me? Because you have to have. You have to have a winning amount of people. You have to have winners around you. You have to be around winners and people that are happy, people that are successful, people that are happy. They don't have to really be all they have to do is, if you'd appear to be the successful, have what you need what you have, Be happy with what you got. You know what I'm saying? You're happy. You're successful because you're living a successful life. You know, whether you have $1 million or you have $100,000 or you have $50,000, you have enough to where you're content and you're happy and you're peace of mind and you're not wanting for nothing. You know, you're not wanting for anything. You're having the best of everything. You're living a grand life. You understand me? You're living life right. You're living a good life. You know, and if as long as you're living a good life, then you know you're doing everything right, man. You know, the point of it is that, hey, you know, every day is a challenge. Every day you have to be the best you can be and try to deal with the life that you're living. And you have to do that every day. Minute, hour, daily you have to execute this. This is something that you have to do continuously, all the time, to every day. You know, something that you do, that you practice and you apply it and you do it and you get better at it, you know. And that's a good thing, you know. Because when we live our life, you know, we got to live it in happiness, you know. That's the main thing. You know what I mean? Travel, enjoy your life, go where you're going to go, plan your life out. So every week you plan what you're going to do, where you're going to go, what you're going to, you know. When you go somewhere, have adventures, have challenges, have things you do. Have family and people you see, you know what I'm talking about, you see these people, you be around these people. You know, you be the best you can be regarding that type of situation. You know, you have to make sure, you understand what I'm saying, that you stay on the winning note. You know, and the way you do that, stay on the winning note, is you reach the challenge. You stay on top of the challenge. You know, you stay on top of the challenge. You know, you have challenges that you have, you know what I mean, and you make sure to be on that note, you know. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you stay positive, you know what I mean? Be around positive people. Haters, you get away from them fast and quick. Any indication of hate, you can look on their face and see that they hate. You ain't got to speak to them. Keep on going. If they don't speak first and say nothing positive, you eliminate embarrassment and hurt, because, you know, you can look at them and see that they ain't appreciating what you are, who you are. Then you just keep on stepping. And sometimes you speak first, they'll speak, you know what I mean? It all depends if the person looks like they're older than you or whatever, then you always show respect to them. Because if they're older than you, you know, you gotta, they're waiting on you to speak to them because they're the oldest, you know what I mean? They deserve the ultimate respect, you know? So it's like you have to allow that type of situation to be commended, you know? On that situation, you gotta be to take the high road. You know, as long as you take the high road, you understand me, most of the time, you're going to win. You're on the right road, you know, and be respectful and win and be a champion. You know what I mean? You make sure you do that, you know, because that's the thing you want to do. You know, you want to take the high road and be on the high note, you know, and do what you have to do to be a part of that. You know what I mean? And like I say, anyone that's, you know, living their life, that's blessed, they woke up in 2024, they have a whole year ahead of them to deal with, you know, and deal with it in a happier way. Any habits you had that were bad last year, you can break them and get on the right track and be a better you understand me, you know. Start off being the best you can be this year, you know. Start it off, you understand me, on the right path. You know, make your mind up to live to last, you know, and put everything and deal with it with first class. You know, you can deal with your life with class, you know what I'm talking about, and be a giant. You know, walk with giants, think like a giant, be like a giant. You know, be a boss player, be a boss king. You know, be a boss king, you know. I wouldn't say a player, that's what I was, a player, but playing. You can't play like I used to play. That's what I said. I never had to work my whole life because I was fortunate enough to live the good life. And I mean, really live the fast life was the good life at that time. You know, you know what I'm talking about? Because you can make money and do your thing, man, without working a job. You know what I mean? You can live like that. You know what I mean? But nowadays, everything is credit cards. Everything is, you got to have verification of your income. You know, all this is a different situation. Things are different now. You know what I'm saying? You got to, you got to be legit. You know, you can't be doing nothing on that other tip, man. They keep it out. They keep you out the way of that. You know, you got these people that get a job and then they play on the side. That ain't no good either. Now, I mean, nowadays you almost have to do it, but you know that ain't how the game really goes. You know what I mean? The game does not change. What happens is the players, the characters of the game make it change. They really be cheating the game because what they do is, you know, they get the square money and put it with the real money, and then they, you know, it don't really count like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because they half-stepping, you know what I mean? They stay square, but then they dipped in the fast world. But it ain't really dipping in the fast world because, you know, it's like coming out nowadays, I would advise you to just be a square. Don't even play the fence. Because you're knocking on the penitentiary walls. Why would you do that? You know, if you're intelligent enough to get a job, you don't need to be in the game. It was in our day we didn't have no choice. That's what I keep telling people. It was only choices we had to win. Nowadays you got other choices to win. You go to school, get education. You get good jobs, get good credit, invest your money. You know, I told the young people, if you're going to get in the fast life, get into it for a few years. You know, you want to get in it for a few years and then get out of it. Don't stay into it because you'll be end up on drugs and all that. That's what ends up happening to people that stay in the game too long. You know what I mean? That's what happens to them, you know, unless they get in it. You understand me? Like me, I was fortunate enough to stay in and get clean. You understand me? Come out and get right. I had to pay the price though. Lost time, clean time in, being around the fast life, and then I got out of it. But I stayed close to the game. And when I got away from the prostitute aspect of it, I still was in the game. You understand me? Never worked, never will. When I was doing the politicians and doing all that other stuff, I just, you know, I was hustling on the smooth tip. I had my little chicken place where I was working in there, like selling things, buying and selling the American way. You know what I mean? But it was not working. You understand me? I stayed in a suit, stayed cute. And I had a lot of haters, you understand, hating on me because I was the only one doing that. But I always stood alone and I always was a leader of what I did. I always led the pack, you understand me, whatever I did, you understand when I did it like that. It's just like me, I got this apple hat, the big apple hat. I got a fox hat I had on over this weekend. That's a big apple hat. Who else got that? No one. I do things that's my own style. I don't copy no one. I never try to copy no one. I try to be my own original self. Because being my own original self is to be my best self. If you be your best self, you can't lose, you understand what I'm saying? You know, and that's what people got to understand. You got to be your own original self. And you'll be a leader at it, and you'll be the best, and you'll be unique. And there'll be haters hate you when you stand out, and when you stand better and taller than them. They're going to hate it. I don't care how much they talk about haters. They're going to hate on you when you're better than them because they want to be everybody wants to be number one. Everybody, but they don't want to give credit and show love to the ones that are number one, or the ones that are standing in front and center. They don't want to give them the credit they deserve, you know. But they all want to take credit. So you know that's why I don't play them games. I don't get in groups. I don't get in organizations. When I was in the 80s and 90s and I had the baddest Seville in town, I didn't join the Seville club. They wanted me to get in the club. I didn't want to do it. I dress the best now. I don't get in the Kings and Queens club. I don't get in the club. I admire them. I am a king and I have a queen, but I don't join your club. I don't join clubs. Motorcycle gangs, bike, car gangs, they all gangs. Anybody that's a group of people that organize, it's a gang, however you look at it. When a bunch of people get together and do certain things, you know, it's like a gang or organization. I don't get involved in those. I don't get involved in that type of situations. Because I'm a solo artist. I do things alone. I can stand for your cause and I can follow you, but I'm not involved with you. You understand? I do my thing. You know what I mean? Because when people want you to get in a group, then you follow them, and you, I don't do that. I lead the way. I don't follow no one. I lead the way. I admire you, and I like you, and I love you, but I'm not gonna follow you. You understand? I will follow you to a degree, but I'm not gonna let you be my leader. In other words, no, I lead my way. You understand me? God is the only one I lead. God is my leader. God. You understand? But any man on earth, he's not my leader. I got mentors. I've had mentors. That's a different thing. A mentor is a mentor, and he's your mentor until you get to a point when he passed on, and you go beyond what he did in your lifetime. Is the way it's supposed to go. That's the cycle of life. You get better like Sweet Boy. He was my mentor, first dressing mentor. You understand? Other than my father. I passed him because he was wearing the same colors. I did his thing, and then I went beyond, and now I'm doing my thing. I do the best I do in my era, in my time. I do what I do, right? And I don't follow no one. I do my thing. When I did with Spiney, my other mentor, I did what he did, and then I did my own thing. I put mindness with it. I put different things. I put my own style. I don't care who likes it. I like it, and that's what counts. And if I like it and I love it, it's my thing. I don't care what you say. People always try to make a comment on what I do and what I say throughout the game and throughout life, but I don't let it affect me. No way, I don't let it affect me. No kind of way do I let it affect me. You know, I do not let it affect me. No kind of way, because I know. You understand me then? If you be the best you can be, you understand me? In 2024, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. What I mean by that is, you are the one, you understand me, setting the record straight, letting people know, you understand me, that you got confidence, you got love for yourself, you got assurance, you got a vision, you got a desire. You understand me? Man, you got what it takes, you understand me, to be number one. And to go to the top with the confidence, you understand? And that's all you need. You don't need to follow nobody's lead. You are your leader. You dig? And if you stay a leader, then you'll never lose. You won't lose if you're leading. If you lead the way, you don't have to worry about losing along the way. You understand? Because when you fall, you know how to get back up. Like I said, I leaked, I did bad, and that was all education. A lot of people are scared to take chances. They play safe. You know what I mean? I never did that. I always took a chance and lived my life and learned the hard way. It wasn't a hard way I learned. I learned the good way. I learned the easy way. You understand me? What I mean by that is, I learned the right way. I learned the way, you understand what I'm saying, that sent me to victory. You know, I learned the way that sent me to victory. You understand? And when I think back of my life, you know, when you look at your life, as you're doing the things you're doing, you know, you don't know how things are going to go. You're not caring. You're just doing what you're doing. There's things I did I could have went to jail and never got out. That's why when I see people that been to jail and did all those times, I said, man, I'm blessed. God took me on this venture of life that he did. You know, there was times when I was young that I could have not been here. I had car accidents where I could have been not be here, you know, behind being, you know, drunk and stuff. So I'm blessed and thankful and grateful to be here at 71 and to keep going as much as I can go and be as happy as I can be and be on this earth as long as I can be, you understand me? And just be thankful and grateful and appreciate God for what he's done for me to this point, and be humble and be appreciative. Man, that's all I can do. I ain't got time to be hating, man, or misleading or trying to compete with nobody, man. I'm grateful and thankful just to be here on earth, man, and to live my life to the best of my ability. And if I choose to dress and be a blessing and dress as I'm blessed, and me and my queen do it like that, that's what we do. We're happy. We do this for us. We don't do it for nobody else. We do it for us. You know, we dress as we're blessed and we match as we're heart attached. That's what we do. That's what she says, and that's what we do. And we're happy. That's us. You ain't trying to be like nobody else. People, I see people trying to be like us, match and do it. Man, that's your thing. That's okay. You do what you do. But we do what we do because we do what we do. We don't follow the crowd. We are the crowd. We are leaders of the crowd, not the crowd. You know, and that's the way I plan to be, and that's where I've been all my life. You understand me? And it don't stop being that way. You know what I'm saying? And this is 2024, and I'm going to lead the way the rest of the way. You understand me? With happiness and success. Because that's the way I live. You understand? You know what I'm saying? And love and happiness is our philosophy. Love and happiness. That's what counts to me. You know what I mean? I don't chase money. You know what I mean? I don't try to keep up with the other people. I don't try, you know, I don't chase them. If it's convenient for me to be around them, I'll be around them. I'm not going out my way for nobody. You know what I'm saying? You know, I go out my way to a degree when it's love shown. When people love you and you love them, then you're going to go out your way. You do what you do to be around them or do whatever. But it's got to be love coming the other way as well as you giving love to them. You know, it's a mutual situation. And that's how it's got to be. And you got to realize that, you understand? And live your life to the best of your ability, you know, and love the ones you're with and love the life you live, you know, and be happy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And if you do that, you can't lose. You can't do nothing but win because you're on you know, you're thinking in a successful way of how to be great and be the blessing and be the best that you can be in this year and this time, you know. And make sure that you let that be the focus. You know, you got to make sure it's the focus on your mind and as you do your time in life, you know what I mean? It's an adventure. Life is an adventure. You know, you do what you like to do and do it well, and don't worry about what nobody else say or tell. Because you got haters, and the haters could be in your family, the closest people you know, the closest friends you have. You can outgrow them, and you don't realize that you wonder what's wrong with them because you love them and they love you, but you know that they just don't want you to outdo them. You know, they want to keep you at a minimum of where you were at. They don't want you to outgrow them or go beyond them. You know, they don't want that. You know, they don't like it. You know, and then when they ridicule, drop little lugs, they do that because that's the only way they can try to be on your level or try to bring you down because they know you're way better than them, and you're a giant, and they're not. They're a peon, and you're a giant. You know, so they do what they can. If they're EBAs, they're gonna be that way. I don't care who they be around. They're still gonna be that way. You know, and that's just the way it is. Certain people are meant to be certain ways, and certain people are. You know, it's just one of those situations. You know, I'm just happy that I'm who I am and what I am, and I love who I am and what I am. And that's what you have to do. You have to love yourself before you can love anybody else. And then if you're a leader, you're going to lead those and them are with you or those that are on your team, you're going to lead them to victory. You know, because if they're around you, they're going to be around you for the reason that's, you know, to win or to listen to somebody talking about winning. You know, because you got to be positive, and being positive is going to lead you to victory. That's going to lead you to a successful route. That's going to lead you to believe you're on the road to winning. You know, you got to steady be winning, man. You got to be on a road that takes you to victory, man. You got to be winning, man. You know, it ain't easy to win, but nothing is easy. But you make it look easy, like dressing up every day. That's not easy. But people look at it, oh man. It'll take them a week to put something together like I got on now. You know, it took me a few hours, but the point of it is, I've been doing it so long. I don't do it wrong. I do it right, and I do it repetitiously, and I've been doing it so long. But that's part of my positiveness of being a giant and being a person that practices PMA, you understand me? And I do it that way, you know. So I'm able to be the best I can be in a victorious way. But the thing about it is, be the best you can, be the best you know in 2024. You got to remember that. Be the best you know in 2024. You know, be better than you were last year. Like, I'm going to try to start reading a little more. I'm going to start exercising a little more. I'm going to start eating a little better and cutting out sweet. I got a lot of things I'm going to do, but I'm just going to do them. I don't like to talk about them that much. I like to be an example of just doing it. So the next year when I talk about what I accomplished, 3 or 4 months from now when I, you know, can talk on the improvements and the betterness of my life this year than it was last year, I can speak on it like that. That's how I do it. I don't just talk about it. I try to be a part of it, you know, Because you got a lot of people that say this and say that and say this, and they talk all the time. And they don't put actions in the words. You know, they just put words out there. So that's why I don't like to do a lot of talking. I just show an example, you know, when it comes to that, you know. Because I knew a lot of people that used to do all the talking all the time. Why would they going to do it with this and that, and then they don't do it. You know, like I told people different things what I was going to do. And everything I said I was going to do, I ended up doing it. And they know it. And the ones that hate, they just hate more greater because I'm passing them up in a way to where, you know, they know they're supposed to be doing certain things, but they can't because they haven't got off the ground floor of starting to do what they're supposed to do. They do what they're conditioned to do. You know, they get content. You know, they get content on making money, so they buy the material things that money buys. But that don't make them no better, no greater than a person that may not have as much material things, but they live in a solid, you understand me, life where they're, you know, resting and dressing and being the best and being a blessing. You know, and if they're doing that and they true to what they do, that's what counts. You know, that's what counts, man, and that's what they got to understand. You know, being true and being blue and being true to the game. Because it's a handful of those left anyway. So if you be an example, you understand me, doing what you're doing, that's what it means. You know, you be that blessing, you understand me, that those people see as a lesson. You know, and they see it as a lesson. That's all they can expect. You know what I'm saying? That's all they can expect, you understand? Is you to be a lesson to them, you know what I'm saying? And let them do what they do, you know? Because you gotta be your own individual self. You know what I'm saying? Every individual, every person has to love life and be the best they can be in life. And if you be the best you can be in life and love life, hey, you can't do nothing else. You know, be number one. In your world. You know what I'm talking about? It's millions and billions of people in this world. So what we have to do is just be our best individual self in our life. In our life. Do what we do for us and the ones in our life. You know what I'm talking about? And don't worry about those that are not in your life, because if they're not in your life, you don't worry about them. The ones that you might have known along the way thinking you're going to be like you were so many years back, that don't mean nothing. You know, because we ain't here to be that. You know what I mean? We not, man, look here, let me tell you something. If we look back on our life where we was at so many years back, man, you know what I mean? You improved and you got better. And that's what counts. And you made it through all the things you went through. Some people go through it and don't make it through. They don't have the trial and error. That's what I'm saying about the penitentiary. It ain't no trial and error. You mess up, man, the odds are so much against you that you're going to do a whole lot of time, that your whole life will be over with. Man, it ain't worth gambling your life away like that. But like I said, when I was young and I was in the game, the consequences of the pimp and the pandering, the case I would have got was 22 months, and I did that on a case. 2 years. You understand? That's what I did. But think now, with cases like that jumping off in this lifetime, this time and age, and same case, same crime, same thing, man, you get 30, 40 years. 50, man, that's over. Your life is over with. 20 or 30 years, your life is over with, man. You get out, man, you institutionalized, you messed up. Man, it really just don't pay. That's why I tell people this. When they see me and see the results of me came from a whole lot of experience. I experienced a whole lot. You know, and in those times, I was able to get away with it. These times, you cannot get away with it. These times, you cannot get away with it. That's why when I say, I'm telling you what I mean. I'm not telling you, people always talking slick, the game is this, the game is good. No, those cats that are telling you this that are old as me, they're telling you how it was for them. They're not telling you how it was now. You know what I'm talking about now? They're not telling you like it was now. That's why I say they're not giving you the right drawings of it today. You see? They're not giving you the drawings of it today. And today, the game, life has changed. It's a different lifestyle we're living in. Life is different now. Be the best you know in 2024. Whatever it is, be a square. Be a successful square. I'm a square. People ask me, man, what do you do? They look at me the way I dress. Oh, he's, you know. No, I don't respond to that. I'm a king, you understand me, with a queen. Remember that. I'm a king with a queen. What you did in the past and what you do now are two different things. This is 2024. Be the best you can be and be a giant in life. Live your best life in 2024. Believe me. Be a giant, be a king. Where is this at? Let me find the damn thing. Let me take it off like that with the finger. Damn. Get this thing, shoot. Where is the... Shit. Damn, I can't even get this out. Damn, where is this at? Shoot, I can't even find it. I can't get it off. Here it is. Here it is. I got it now. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay,